just saying him and then he fighting somebody like Pacquiao, it give me hope.
That you would go back in the ring and fight someone like a Tank Davis?
Davis is a good fighter. I mean, good fighter, yeah. If he wants, and if he come up to one...
Gervonta Tank Davis is making waves in boxing once again, this time by challenging none other than the legendary Manny Pacquiao, who just confirmed his return to the ring at age 46. Davis's call-out has sparked a mix of excitement and controversy throughout the sport. Fans are fired up over what could be a true generational showdown. Famous for his knockout power and perfect record, Davis made it crystal clear he wants to face one of boxing's biggest legends. As Pacquiao preps for his return, this potential bout is shaping up to be one of the most talked about. Manny Pacquiao, the iconic fighter from the Philippines and the only man to win world titles in 8 different weight classes, is preparing for a shocking comeback at age 46. He originally stepped away from the sport in 2021 after a unanimous decision loss to Denis Yugas. Now he's back and plans to take on Mario Barrios in July 2025 for the WBC welterweight title. This return is personal. His first world championship came in 1998 with the WBC flyweight title, so going after another WBC belt more than 2 decades later makes this comeback even more powerful.
What's your next fight you're working?
You're not working now.
Where? Oh, you going to New York?
No.
I'm saying. You know, I told someone that he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, why is Roberts Gardner a coach? They thought he was the guy. No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
What? No. Blas?
Yeah, no, someone seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said, no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he?
What is yours?
The firefighter.
They thought it was
Because they saw the videos and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here. Who's the guy with Mikey? Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like you fight Barrios July 19. Who wins?
Thank you.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen.
Talks are heating up about a possible mega fight between Gervonta Davis and the legendary Manny Pacquiao. At 46, Pacquiao is making his return in a WBC welterweight title bout against Mario Barrios on July 19th. He's hinted that if he beats Barrios, he's open to a fight with Davis. Meanwhile, Davis, who holds the WBA lightweight crown, is gearing up for a rematch in August with Lamont Roach and is also rumored to face Jake Paul in an exhibition. Nothing is set in stone yet, but fans are thrilled at the thought of a face-off between a seasoned legend and an undefeated young star.
Manny Pacquiao in an interview said that he is willing to fight Gervonta Tank Davis at 147 or at a catchweight at...
Any possibility that you would go back in the ring and fight someone like a Tank Davis?
If he wants, and if he come up to 147, then we can fight.
He can't meet you at 140?
145 maybe. Not a problem for me, because I'm experienced fighter.
Although it's still just talk for now, people close to both fighters say the matchup could become a reality, especially if Pacquiao proves he's still got the skills, speed, and power when he faces Barrios in July. For Davis, fighting Pacquiao would mean more than headlines. It would be a chance to beat a true legend. For Pacquiao, this would be his biggest challenge yet in his comeback. If this fight happens, it could be a historic final chapter in the incredible career of Manny Pacquiao.
So basically, your interpretation is that the boxing public is upset because they believe Pacquiao's going to beat Barrios, which is going to lead to a Tank Pacquiao fight?
Yes, look around. Look in the Discord. That's what everybody, Pac and Tank, that's being set up.
Oh,
Tank
so,
and Pac.
okay, so they saying Barrios is the setup for Tank and Pac. I didn't see that, but your argument makes sense. If he beats Barrios, there's nothing wrong with him fighting Tank. But the issue is he don't deserve the Barrios fight off of 3 years off and a loss to Ugas.
And that's Crimea River, man. That's what boxing is. But longer deserve.
I'm just going to rub it in. Pause. I remember saying when Tank couldn't get a fight in, I was saying Shakur shouldn't have signed that deal with Matchroom if he wanted to fight Tank. Lomachenko, I said he ducked. But then when he couldn't find a fight, I said, hey, fight Manny Pacquiao. The reason why I said fight Manny Pacquiao at 144 was, number one, you can get the sensationalism and the crazy hype shit of a Jake Paul fight, right? It got the money grab on it. On top of that, though, he can prepare for 140 by fighting Manny at 144, get a training camp in at a heavier weight class. Then he could come down from 144 and fight Tio at 140. Everybody said that don't make sense, Biz. Tank fight Lamont Roach, take a knee.
A tweet from Boxing Kingdom recently set off a shockwave in the boxing community by confirming that Manny Pacquiao is dead serious about taking on Gervonta Davis. Pacquiao's longtime advisor, Sean Gibbons, shared that this has been one of Manny's dream fights for years. The tweet read, "Big news. Manny Pacquiao wants a super fight with Gervonta Davis." Gibbons added, "Once he beats Mario Barrios, let's line them up. His dream fight is Tank Davis. He's been aiming for it for a long time. If he wins this belt, the excitement will be off the charts."
Manny, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys?
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this, like I'm going to fight like that, but one at a time. After the fight, we can see, we can talk like.
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old fighter from San Antonio, Texas, is now the WBC welterweight champion. He secured the title in September 2023 with a dominant win over Dennis Ugas, knocking him down twice and winning by unanimous decision. Judges scored at 118 to 107 and 117 to 108, a huge milestone in Barrios' career. He claimed full champion status after Terence Crawford moved up to the super welterweight division, opening the door for Barrios to step in and claim the belt.
One time I interviewed your sister, and she told me when you were kids, she would do the best in sparring. She would get the best of you.
Oh, yeah. No, easy.
When did that change, Mario? When did that change?
He wasn't the only guy she got the best of in San Antonio. She got the best out of everybody, man. Shit.
No, yeah, my sister's a beast, man. Like, she couldn't spar other females a lot of times. Cause they,
unfair.
Yeah.
Mismatch.
She was like overwhelming, man. She was just naturally, strong. And so yeah, most of the time, the smart partners, they were dudes. But I couldn't really even like spar with her serious up until I was like 7.
The press conference for the upcoming WBC welterweight title bout between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios took place yesterday and quickly became a hot topic in boxing circles. One of the standout moments was the size difference. Pacquiao, standing at 5 feet 5 inches, looked noticeably smaller than the 6-foot Barrios. Fans raised concerns about whether the size gap could be a serious issue. But Pacquiao was unfazed, confidently stating that his intense training and determination will carry him through, regardless of the size disadvantage.
Mario,
Barrios showed nothing but respect for Pacquiao, saying it's a privilege to face a living legend in the ring. Still, he made it clear that he's ready to defend his title at all costs. The press event underscored two major themes: Pacquiao's quest for glory in the later stages of his career.
Work out every day, like playing basketball and playing badminton. So that's why I really love exercise and I really miss boxing.
Mario, for you, how much, when they called you and they said, Manny Pacquiao, July 19th, what went through your mind? I mean, I would love to be in your mindset, but take us into your mind as to what you felt.
Yeah, I was freaking out at first. One, to even know that Manny knew who I was. Two, that Manny, he was interested in a fight with me. It's a great honor, to for a legend like himself, to want to come back and to contend against my title. And I know this is probably like my biggest fight at hand. And yeah, I'm excited.
Boxing insiders are divided over Pacquiao's return. Promoter Ben Shalom said it's exciting to see him back, but warned of health concerns, adding, "If you're financially stable, your health should come first." Meanwhile, Oscar de la Hoya told Ring Magazine, "Pacquiao is a legend. I think he can do it. It'll be tough, but he has a chance." Still, he admitted that facing a younger, active opponent like Barrios won't be easy for the 46-year-old star. 10. Terrence Crawford gave his thoughts on the Pacquiao versus Barrios matchup. Even though Pacquiao is 46 and hasn't fought professionally in 4 years, Crawford called it a 50-50 fight and said Barrios is a worthy opponent. He reminded fans not to underestimate a legend like Manny. Early training footage from 2025 has shown flashes of the old Pacquiao: fast hands, sharp movement.
You're 46 years old. You have to remember that. So give your body some rest. Rest right now is Manny Pacquiao's friend in between training, in between sparring sessions. There's no shame in taking a day off or two, Manny. Trust me. Let your body relax, let your body rest. He'll do fine. He's experienced, he's got obviously the power, because it never leaves you. The speed I'm a little worried about, but I think, look, Barrios is a live dog. He's a world champion, and he's no slouch. So I think it's going to be a good fight. I wish Manny all the best. I'm not sure who's going to win. I really haven't seen Barrios, but I think Barrios, the youth is obviously with him in his corner.
Don't start the boxing like that.
Because it's lazy, right? Just kind of...
When you do the boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in habit. You become a habit. When you start the boxing like...
Woo! Woo! Like that. The speed is still there. Woo!
Many believe Pacquiao's peak years were between 2008 and 2009, when he fought in the 140 to 147 pounds range and beat some of the sport's best. He took down Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and Oscar de la Hoya with stunning speed and precision. Boxing commentator Max Kellerman called that stretch one of the greatest pound-for-pound runs in boxing history, proving
he also has a case for greatest fighter pound for pound who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best, and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most, or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach?
Having trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you, because even though Bay was probably your biggest name opponent up until then, you'd been... How many rounds had you done with Manny?
250 rounds over 3 world title campaigns.
So it started with the Jeff Horn fight?
It did, yeah. When when Jeff got obviously the fight with Manny Pacquiao, I was in Los Angeles, and I was sparring his ex-sparring partners, Jose Ramirez and Ray Beltran. I was doing 5-on-5, and these guys are good fighters, former world champions. And Freddie come over and goes, you know, Manny's got the Jeff Horn fight. So yeah, I'm hearing about it. He goes, well, you're sparring his sparring partners. How would you like to go against your countrymen and help Manny prepare? I said,
Kellerman said Pacquiao's best form ranks with the best ever. While he gave Floyd Mayweather a slight edge due to size, he praised Pacquiao's ability to conquer multiple weight divisions. Former champion Amir Khan has often recalled sparring with Pacquiao at Freddie Roach's Wildcard Gym, experiences that helped shape Khan's career, especially after his first professional loss.
Manny Pacquiao, who's the other guy? Jason Statham, come to watch me spar. Way. I'm sparring. He's a Guess who walks in afterwards? Behind me. Manny Pacquiao goes, I was watching your movie. To Jason. Jason, like, my movie? Jason got buzzed on, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, man. But he goes, and it was cool because Jason's like, I come to see Amir.
Pacquiao's incredible staying power comes from years of nonstop hard work and serious discipline. Even in his 40s, he trains harder than most younger fighters, putting in long hours of cardio, strength training, and perfecting his technique. After getting stopped by a body shot in 1999, he began doing thousands of sit-ups every day to build core toughness. That same commitment still drives him today.
Pacquiao, it's weird. Danny felt like a big brick. Pacquiao felt like a little brick. Okay? Now, the weird part is Pacquiao's hands just felt heavy. After the fight, I constantly was thinking, why did his fist feel like a rock? You know? It was like awkward, right? I was like, why did his fist feel so hard in the fight? You know? I was like, it was a little awkward. You know, I don't really care about that stuff that much. I mean, I could handle it. It wasn't devastating. It didn't really feel like plaster, but it felt like something. It felt like a rock. So I thought, like, does he do certain training? Does he do certain, does he build up calluses? Does he have more dense bone density in his hands? Did they do some Asian stuff? What did they do? Who knows, right? And then looking at the picture, I was like, damn, you know what? Pacquiao wore them old school Mexican Reyes.
So, what's your opinion on Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios? Can this 46-year-old icon shock the world and claim another world title? Or is it simply too late for a successful comeback?
What would a win mean for your legacy?
It'll be huge, man. And then just it's another step in my career. It's another step, to make those big fights. And yeah, man, like a name like Manny on my resume, it's huge.
Could you ever see this happening to you?
Being a kid from San Antonio, did you ever think you'd be fighting a legend like Manny Pacquiao?
Oh, never. Like, I mean, right? Like those are fights you think about in your head as like a dream scenario. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, like being a brown kid from San Antonio. Now now facing Manny Pacquiao, defending my title. It's huge. It's huge.